You hear the words whispered in ancient texts, spoken by silent sages across centuries. The world is an illusion. The past does not exist. You are not your body. And yet, when you open your eyes, the world seems painfully real. The rent bill arrives. The doctor gives a diagnosis. The memory of a loss hits you like a wave. The pain in your back reminds you, this body, this life, this story, surely it must be real. And so a quiet question rises from somewhere deep within. If this is all an illusion, why does it hurt so much? If time does not exist, why am I chained by my past, haunted by mistakes, bound to the weight of consequences? How can one live in a world that the wise call unreal, and yet feels so real, so heavy, so immediate? This is not the question of a skeptic. It is the cry of a sincere soul, a seeker caught between two truths, the one you read in sacred books and the one you wake up to each morning. Robert Adams heard this cry many times, and with the calm smile of a man who had already walked through illusion and seen the other side, he said, "This is not a contradiction. It is the beginning of awakening." Robert Adams never denied the world. He simply saw through it. He looked upon the same sky, the same suffering, the same noise of life that you and I do, but from a stillness so vast that it could contain all things without resistance. He said, "You are dreaming. Right now, this very moment, as you listen to these words, you are in a waking dream. The dream feels solid, vivid, urgent, but it is still a dream. Think of a nighttime dream. If you are running from a tiger in the dream, you run. You don't stop and meditate on the illusory nature of the tiger. You respond. Because within that dream, the tiger is real. It can bite you. It can burn. It can hurt. And yet, when you awaken, you see there was never a tiger. There was never danger. It was all a projection of the mind. Robert Adams said the same is true of life. The world is a dream, yes, but a dream whose tigers can bite. The pain is real to the dreamer, so play your part. Do what is needed. If the body hungers, feed it. If the body is sick, care for it. If the world asks for your kindness, give it. But as you act, remember, you are not the actor. You are the witness in whose presence the entire play unfolds. Your life, with its love and loss, its triumph and tragedy, its laughter and tears, is a movie, a long, intricate, beautiful movie. The personality you think you are, the name, the history, the voice, is the protagonist of that movie, and you, the infinite awareness, have become so absorbed in this film that you've forgotten you are sitting in the theater. You believe you are the character, so when the character suffers, you suffer. When the character grows old, you fear death. When the character is betrayed, you feel pain. But look closely. Who is watching this movie? Who is aware of this story? Robert Adams said, "Pain is of the body. Suffering is of the mind. Neither is you. You are the screen on which this movie plays. The screen never burns in the fire of the war scene. It is never wet in the ocean scene. It does not age, nor change, no matter what appears upon it. The screen allows every image to appear. Joy and sorrow, light and shadow, birth and death, and yet remains untouched. This screen is you, not the image, not the character, not the story, but the still, unmoving awareness in which it all appears. The pain you feel is an image. The doctor's words are a passing scene. The loss you mourn is a fleeting moment in time. They are real for the character, but they cannot touch the screen. You are that screen, pure, luminous, infinite consciousness. And when you know this, When you feel it, not as philosophy, but as truth, suffering begins to dissolve. Because suffering can only exist when you forget who you are. You might say, I understand this in theory, but how does this help me in daily life? What about Monday morning? When the alarm goes off, when the bills come due, when my mind races and my heart aches, Robert Adams smiled. He said, you act the same way as before, but now you act without attachment. When the bill arrives, you pay it, but no longer with resistance or fear. When the body aches, you care for it, but you no longer say, I am sick. You simply observe. The body is experiencing pain. The difference is subtle, yet it changes everything. Imagine two people paying the same bill. The first pays with anxiety, resenting every number, every demand, every imagined consequence. Their heart tightens, their mind races, their peace dissolves into worry. The second person, awake to the screen, pays the same bill, but inside there is silence, no story, no fear, just the simple act happening in the eternal present moment. The outer action is the same, the inner experience completely different. This is the secret of freedom, action without an actor. Doing that flows effortlessly from being. Robert Adams said, do not try to fix the world. There is no world to fix. Fix yourself. But even this fixing is not about improvement. It is about remembrance. Stop trying to change the dream. Remember that you are the dreamer. Stop trying to control the character. Remember that you are the witness. You don't need to silence your thoughts. Just stop believing they are you. You don't need to end your emotions. Just stop identifying with them. Let them come and go. Like clouds drifting across the sky. The sky is never disturbed by the weather, and you are that sky. So how do you begin? Start here. Now, for a few moments, stop trying to understand. Stop trying to fix. Stop trying to awaken. Just be still. Notice the sounds around you. Notice your breathing. Slow, natural. Notice the feeling of the body sitting here. And behind it all, notice the silent presence that is aware of it. That which watches thought, but is not thought. That which witnesses pain, but is not in pain. That which observes the world, but is not of the world. This awareness, this silent knowing, is what you truly are. The world may continue. The movie will not stop. The body may still feel pain, but something within you will remain unmoved, something untouched by all appearances. This is peace, beyond understanding. It is not emotional. It is not created. It simply is. Robert Adams called it the silence. He said, when you discover the silence, you have discovered yourself. It is not the silence of the absence of sound. It is the silence that remains when the world is loud, when the thoughts are storming, when life itself seems chaotic. And yet, within you, there is a stillness that never moves. That is your home. As you live in this world, remember, you are not the dream. You are the dreamer. You are not the wave. You are the ocean itself, vast, unchanging, eternal. Let the wave rise and fall. Do not resist it. Do not cling to it. Just watch. Just be. The wave will pass, but the ocean remains. You will forget this 100 times a day. It's okay. The movie is compelling. The character is familiar. The mind will say, I am this person, this body, this life. Smile gently and remember again. Each time you remember, you awaken a little more. Each time you return to the silence, the dream loses its grip. Do not struggle to hold on to awareness. Awareness never leaves. It is you who momentarily forgets. When you remember, it is as if the sun breaks through the clouds, not because it appeared anew, but because it was always there. So live your life, love deeply, act with kindness, care for others, play your role beautifully, but never forget, it is a role. The real you is not inside the story. It is the space in which the story unfolds. It is the boundless presence that watches the dream, without judgment, without fear, without resistance. And when pain comes, allow it. When joy comes, allow it. When loss comes, allow it. Do not cling. Do not push away. Let every experience arise and dissolve in the vast stillness that you are. This is the great secret to living in a world that isn't real. You live fully, yet you remain free. You act, yet you are untouched. You love, yet you do not suffer. Because you know you are not the dream. You are the dreamer. And the dreamer's role is not to escape the dream, but to infuse it with the peace of its own nature, to be the stillness in the storm, the silence in the noise, the light within the shadow. For when you awaken to this truth, you no longer ask, how can I live in a world that isn't real? You simply live as peace itself. So, as this day unfolds, let this remembrance guide you. When thoughts appear, who is aware of these thoughts? When pain arises, who is aware of this pain? When joy blossoms, who is aware of this joy? Do not answer in words. Simply rest in the awareness that knows. That awareness is your true nature. It was never born. It will never die. It was never bound. It is forever free. This is the end of suffering. This is the awakening. This is the silence